Okay, good.
All right, we are live. Welcome to Mad Dodge Productions. I am the Mad Libertarian. I'm here with my panel. You guys want to shill your shit?
No.
No, Wolfshot, you don't want to shill your shit? Come on.
I'm Wolfshot. I'm here to fuck shit up. My Twitter is @FangsTheFlesh, and my YouTube is Wolfshot.
All right, so today we're talking about House Bill 2355. It passed in the House here in Oregon, and our governor is expected to sign it. It'll be the only good piece of legislation she's ever signed. I hate this governor, but good for her on this one. It's about...
All right, so like, what's good about it? There you go. That's what I was trying to say.
All right, so looking at the bill here, it's designed to tackle racial profiling by law, which I think everybody could say profiling overall is bad. I mean, there is a reason to kind of profile. Like, if a tweaker is out fucking walking around in a neighborhood in the middle of the night, yeah, stalk his fucking ass. You know what I mean? But profiling somebody on the basis of their race or anything else is just stupid. Like someone who's barely 18 and you just pull them over for no reason. That's why we have you here, Cabbage. Like, come back. Go ahead.
Well, I'm sorry. I do agree with profiling. I think it's one of the few ways that we can reduce, terrorism. But it's not related to this particular aspect of it. But yeah, I mean, I think. But look, police officers have to use judgment as to, potential threat and risk within a community.
I would say it's relevant
if they're trained properly.
That's what profiling is.
Yeah.
Well, this guy.
Otherwise, you're harassing.
Demeanor of terrorist. So you look at him. This guy has demeanor of hooligan. You're going to look at him.
If you're not profiling, then you're just randomly harassing, right? That's the way I'd look at it.
And
that's just random harassment.
Like, how exactly are you going to stop racial profiling? Isn't that thought police? I mean, because people are going to do whatever they want to do, regardless if they're a cop or not.
Well, that's kind of what I have to disagree with. Because if you are judging based just off skin color, then you really don't belong in law enforcement.
Well, that might be true, but this isn't going to. All this is going to do is cause more animosity between the general populace and the police. Because what it's going to do is every time somebody stops them, they're going to say, "Well, you the only reason you did this was you profiled me."
Yeah, and you know what? That's the problem, because people actually don't understand what it entails to have that job. If you're
that's not
profiling,
the problem is that people aren't being reasonable about how these things have been working in the past and whether or not there's what's acceptable and what isn't. Now, I understand that there's certain areas that if I walk downtown, all right, people will sit up there and question, why am I there?
Okay. Well, more importantly, are you wearing sweatpants and one side is kind of sagging down farther than the other?
Okay, well, look, right, if you go into a Chanel store or a Cartier store or Tiffany's and you're wearing, like, fucked up jeans and a hoodie, chances are you're not going to get the same kind of customer experience as somebody who's walking in a $1,000 suit. Okay, profiling is a natural day-to-day activity. We do it all the time.
If I go into a fancy place, do you think they're going to give me, trust?
Well, I mean, here in Oregon, it rains all the fucking time. We don't use umbrellas, right? Not if you're a local. We just put on a hoodie and go outside. But the cops are like, oh, you're wearing a hoodie, you can hide shit in there. So they'll fucking automatically stop you just for the fact you're wearing a hoodie. But everybody has a hoodie on.
Well, so, how high is the crime rate of...
So are they stopping everybody?
No, they're picking out just certain people, but still, it's still profiling.
Well, yeah, of course. How big is your petty theft rate?
Oh, bike theft in Eugene, Oregon is through the roof.
I said petty, like pickpocketing and shit.
Well, petty bike robbery is considered petty in many areas.
Yeah, that's right.
Well,
yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, there we go. You got a high one. So all right, people in hoodies, that's a thing to look out for.
House Speaker Tina Kotek, who carried the bill, said knowing more about the problem is the first step.
Actually, sorry, could I just pause you there? You're saying that the hoodie thing. Well, if they know that the 90% of the people that they arrest are in hoodies, wouldn't that be a reasonable way of then making an assessment as to.
Not really. If 100% of the population is wearing them, pretty much. I mean,
yes,
no,
but if 100% of the population is wearing them and 90% of the people they catch are are wearing them, then it becomes effectively irrelevant. But if 90% of the people they arrest, out of the rest of the proportion, like you said, other people with umbrellas, other people, using, I don't know, fucking ponchos or whatever, then you know what I mean? Then they're going to have a fairly good reason as to using that as a method of trying to identify potential risk to the community.
Well, yeah, they stop you mainly because you can hide a gun in your hoodie pocket or whatever, I mean, I guess I get your point, but
win for profiling.
Yeah, score 1 for the cabbage.
Thank you.
Score 20.
Ding ding. Next.
All right, so let's see. They're talking about racial profiling. Over the past few years, the legislature has worked very hard to improve balance and fairness in our criminal justice system. Yeah, fucking right. She said. She didn't say yeah, fucking right. I said that. The bill requires law enforcement agencies to collect and submit data on the age, race, ethnicity, whatever. How do you say that word? Age, race, and the sex of the person conducted during a traffic stop. Wait a minute, though. Is that a good thing? Like, they're collecting all this data now? I might disagree with that part of the
They already do it. They already do it. It's the NCR, the National Crime Report. Like, each state pretty much has its own system as to collecting data.
Yeah, don't they do things like cheek swaps in a lot of the roadblocks or whatever you have over there? The road things. They randomly stop people on the road.
You got it.
No reason. Yeah, I thought I heard about that somewhere.
Well, I mean,
so they're taking DNA from people. Well, in fact, weren't they even training people up to police to take a blood test as well, so they could draw blood?
No,
it really depends, dude. That's very rare. That's like if the guy's killed in 3 or more states.
Okay, so
no, I mean, but they were training the police up to take that.
Wait a minute, no, Cabbage. I had to walk away for a second. I came back, and you're talking about them taking blood. If a cop comes at me with a needle, I'm gonna fucking go to prison. Yeah. I'm gonna hit him. Fuck that shit.
If a nurse comes at me with a needle, she's gonna be walking away with a limp.
So
I don't care who it is. No, I don't like
it. We're confusing several different things here. First of all, the training for the police at that point was more to do with the fact that they wanted the police trained so that if they took them to jail, in jail they could sit up there and had the ability to do blood. It wasn't something they were going to take blood out on the street, when they stopped you.
Right, that's the way it was presented, though, wasn't it?
Okay, so that's the first thing. The second thing is the random stops that you're talking about aren't as random as you think they are. They basically will set up a block, and then everybody that goes through that roadblock or that area will get a cursory search of some sort, even if it's.
Are you for that?
Going, huh?
Are you for that? Doesn't that violate the amendments? I mean,
unlawful
search and seizure.
Yeah, isn't that like Fourth Amendment violation and everything?
They're just stopping people for at a certain period of time to see,
Yeah, but freedom of movement, right? So surely that's a violation.
They're not preventing from going anywhere.
Could I say something, please?
Yeah,
well, they are if they're stopping you. If they stop you, they're impeding your movement, aren't they? By definition, they're impeding your movement.
I was going to say, this sounds a lot like the Uniform Crime Reports. Every state has one. It's a nationwide cooperative statistical effort of nearly, a vast amount of universities, colleges, counties, state, tribal, and federal law enforcement agencies voluntarily reporting data on crimes brought to their attention. And that's the Uniform Crime Report. Every state participates.
All right, so moving on. The measure would also charge people caught with user-level amounts of cocaine, methamphetamine, and heroin with misdemeanors instead of felonies, replacing jail time with mandatory rehab. It also reduces the charge so non-residents in the U.S., legally or on visa, green card, or with refugee status, would not be automatically deported. What do you guys think about that?
Deport them.
Yeah. Yeah, fuck them off.
I win the internet.
Yeah, I don't care. They're here illegally. Technically, they're breaking the law. Fuck them.
Yeah. Fuck them
They're
off.
not
Oh wait, no,
Why
wait a
do I
minute. It
care?
said green. It said green card and residency status and refugees. They're here
To be
legally.
honest with you, I would say if you're first
Well, if they're
generation
here
or
legally,
generation
then it doesn't
zero.
matter.
No, I'd even say generation zero. If they can't abide by the laws, it doesn't matter if they got citizenship. If they've proven that they can't maintain their sort of commitment to the community and society that they've come into, that's welcomed them, no, fuck them off. Revoke it.
No,
It
no,
should be able
I
to
don't
be
know if I
revoked.
agree. I would go quite that far, but I do agree that look, if you're not
No.
a citizen of the United States and you've committed a crime, I have no compunction about getting rid of you.
I think if you
If
have,
they came here
I think
legally,
if you have enough
if they're a
to deal.
citizen,
Sorry.
If they're a citizen, it's a different story.
I don't
if
care.
they
No, yeah,
went
but
here
if you're
legally
the,
and they are a citizen, they are free to just get whatever time they get.
if you've been adopted, you know, like you are the first people, you know, like the first part of your family to arrive on the shores, and you can't maintain the laws, then clearly you've shown that you're not committed to what's happening, and therefore, no, gone.
We have a high
Now-
vetting process.
Well,
Bye,
wait a minute,
bye,
though.
bye.
They
Wait a
put
minute,
in
you
their
guys.
Yeah, I
We're
don't
not
care. Yeah,
talking-
but look, some people are going to get through a vetting process. That doesn't
No, but-
matter. But
no,
if
but
they
dude-
prove themselves unworthy of the actual, you know, the rights that are being given to them, if they show that they are not willing to abide by the laws of the country that they claim that they respect and want to adopt, then no, fuck them, get them out.
Shut up, Nigel. Anyway, we're talking about small amounts of drugs.
Shut
We're not
up,
talking
Kevin.
about rape or murder. You know what I mean? Like, we're talking about low-level petty crimes.
Exactly.
Why-
If
why
a
should they
citizen,
be
it doesn't
being-
matter.
being in this
Just take
country-
the slap on the wrist.
All right.
Being a
let's-
foreigner in this country means it isn't a right; it's a privilege. And if you
Exactly.
abuse that privilege, you should be removed.
Even for, like, one hit of fucking heroin or something? Like, something
I don't
that
care
small?
if you're here. You are here as a privilege, not as a right.
Yes, I agree.
Oh, Finer,
Yeah,
Finer,
this-
turn that shit up, dude.
Can you hear me now?
It's so staticky.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah, real weird.
I mean, I think if you have enough to deal, you should, and you're, foreign or whatever the fuck. If you have enough to deal, we should deport your ass.
Hello, hello, hello. Can you hear me better?
Hello. Yep.
Oh, yeah. That's
Yeah.
much better.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah,
lots
you're good.
better.
Much.
Actually, I'm going through the motions of getting my green card renewed at the moment. But I agree. If you commit a felony that has to do with an illegal substance that's, like a Schedule 1 narcotic, yeah, you should get deported. Absolutely. I agree with that.
Yeah, if you're not working
Okay.
on being the best citizen, then what the fuck?
Exactly. If you're not looking to integrate and be be functional and contribute, if you're looking to be especially with drugs, look at the potential downside of somebody who is taking drugs. They're not good. There aren't many upsides to it, unless somebody's extremely wealthy and can afford that kind of lifestyle for life.
No, even
There's
then,
not many.
they
Well,
end
I
up
mean,
getting.
you've seen, we've all seen American Psycho, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Even then, if you look at real accounts, people that are rich and get into drugs, they just push everyone off eventually anyway.
Yeah, or they
It's
end
always
up,
their own downfall.
or they end up killing somebody else on a highway or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, there's nothing positive that's going to come out of it. It's still look. The fact is, I don't have any problem with people putting any shit into their bodies that they want. But the minute they put other people's lives at risk, that's a very different matter. That's a totally
Boop.
different kettle of
Totally
fish.
Wait a minute, though. Wait a minute, though. We're
Shoot
talking
your
about
local
people-
heroin dealer. That's. I have a bunch of secrets.
No, what the Oregon bill is talking about, let's keep it to the Oregon bill, is low
Okay.
amounts. So we're talking about less than a gram of heroin, less than a gram of cocaine. They're not dealers. These people are addicts and they need help. And rehab is cheaper than prison. So, I mean, why not send them to rehab? And
Not
see
if
it
they
works?
keep recidiv. Not if they keep
Deportation is
offending.
cheaper than rehab.
Not if
Exactly.
they keep offending.
Yeah, one airfare. That's it. Done. Dusted. Over.
Well-
Thank you very much. Don't call again.
Well,
So
recidivism
people
is
that are
one
forced to rehab, it's I think 7 out of 10 people that are forced to rehab relapse
Yeah,
multiple
exactly.
times.
Yeah.
Recidivism.
So in the end, it's like, just get rid of them.
Recidivism and everything aside, though, just because it's less than a gram doesn't mean that they can't be a violent criminal. And being on heroin or PCP or even cocaine, you can commit pretty violent crimes just to get your next fix.
Exactly, and the thing is, don't forget, the fact is that
it's illegal.
But
you don't see people out. Isn't that because it's illegal? You don't see people robbing banks.
No. People commit crimes in order to get money so they can get their next fix. And it starts out with petty crime and it moves on to much bigger things.
Look, nobody ever robbed a house to get some cannabis, right? You wouldn't get past the fridge. They'd find you in the morning sitting there eating chicken wings.
The Snickers bar, the stash of Snickers stopped them in their tracks. Like, stopped them dead in their tracks.
Yeah. That is and isn't true, though. I mean,
and there's also the price differential between, cannabis and heroin or cocaine.
Well, that's true as well. But I do know of some people who their son was addicted to, marijuana. They had a marijuana addiction of their own, and they basically robbed the parents and sold their TVs and everything else so that they could buy marijuana. So it doesn't. It can happen. I think it happens. Yeah. I mean, obviously with alcohol as well.
Hey, exactly. MC. I hate to be the one to quote Dave Chappelle because I'm white, but marijuana is not an addictive drug. Did you ever suck cock for marijuana?
I saw it.
Yeah. Now
when I talk
Give
about
that man a fucking prize. Give that man a prize.
that is the fucking litmus test. Would you suck cock for it?
It just doesn't happen.
It's not an addiction.
I'm not talking about a physical addiction. I'm talking more of a psychological addiction.
Yeah, that's why I put it aside. It's more of a mental thing, really, but
it's completely psychological. There's no physical addiction aspects. None.
I see. When I was a cop, I saw more fucking crack addicts and heroin addicts and meth addicts, more meth addicts, and a lot more like meth shops. I hate to say that, meth houses, but they weren't really houses. They were like the van down by the river. You know what I'm saying? To quote, Chris Farley. But I mean, we would run into the potheads, and they were fine. They were cool. We would be like, oh, okay, whatever, just keep it inside is really what we would say to them. But then you get these really cracked out motherfuckers that are like robbing their own neighborhood and destroying their own neighborhood just to get that next hit. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, that is correct.
Oh, I have no doubt that obviously it's going to be more in those type of communities than marijuana is. That wasn't my point. My point is that it can happen. It can. Even marijuana can drive people to commit other crimes.
Oh hell, man! Pussy can do that too. Pussy can do it too.
Exactly. You're saying gateway drug, and cause reasons. That's really all that is. There are certain people who have a predisposition to doing that, and they get onto it anyway. If they didn't start with
I'm not arguing that.
Then so it could happen via mushrooms. It could happen via alcohol. It could happen via tobacco. This addictive personalities.
All right, let's move on to the next paragraph. Let's move on to the next paragraph, or we'll never get through this story. Felony sentences for small user quantity amounts can often carry heavy consequences, including barriers to housing and employment, which have a disparate impact on minority communities. I would also add to that if you go to prison, how are you going to get a job when you get out? That's going to lead you into more crime, correct? Or am I wrong?
No, prisons are the universities of crime.
Okay,
pretty much where you get your best contacts.
Well, yeah, then sending them to rehab would be better than prison and cheaper. I mean, right?
Yeah, except for people that kind of have insurance.
I mean, petty. Oh God, this is such a sticky.
So if you have like a little thief that just got out of jail for getting arrested for drugs and not really having the cleanest of paths. Now he's working at a retail store. Now you have your manager worrying and like, hey, sorry, Jeff, I know you're only a salesperson, but I want you to keep your eye on Larry.
Fuck Larry. What kind of name is Larry? I know he's up to something.
Well, exactly. Larry
Yeah,
is
better
the
than Kevin.
fuckhead that is benefiting off this.
Kevin. Yeah, Kevin. Damien Tuan over there.
No, it's great. You know, my real name is even more generic than Kevin, so this is funny.
I know it.
Is it Todd?
It's Christopher.
Okay, no. Yeah, it's Christopher. Yeah.
But like seriously, I mean, it all depends on how many. You can't. I'm not much for the whole blanket. You know, if you break this law, it applies to everybody. I'm more of a specific. General deterrence doesn't work, in my opinion. This is all my opinion. I think we should take into account specific circumstances. So if this is his only crime, one time, fucking, he's squeaky clean, blah, 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 then, you know, fucking fine him or whatever and send him off. But, I mean, if he does it again, then kiss your ass goodbye or something like that.
Well, there's already a 3-strike rule.
In California, but not everywhere.
Yeah,
I don't agree. I don't agree with that 3-strike rule anyways. Because you could be
well, no, here in Oregon,
stealing
Wolfshot,
bubble
here in
gum.
Oregon, we have Measure 11. Measure 11 is more hardcore than the 3-strike law. That's pretty much 1 strike and you're fucking out. And it has to be either assault or a sexual crime like rape, and then you fucking go away for almost forever. It's like automatically 10 years.
Let me ask a question, because one of the things that bill is talking about is that if you get caught with drugs at this point, even off a first a single time, then you lose some of your public funding, and they're trying to restore that. Why?
Because drug users are not criminals.
Why you first of all, why are if you're on public assistance, why are you not trying to act better?
Where the fuck did Nigel go? Sorry, MC, I'm sorry.
Blew us off.
But with MC, go ahead and finish your thought. I apologize.
No, my point is if you're on the government dole, all right, there's nothing that says we have to be more tolerant of you because you're on the government dole. Okay, in fact, a responsible person is going to be trying to get off the government dole as quickly as possible. Now what you're trying to do is add another layer to say, well, we're going to be even more tolerant of you even though you're on the government dole. Because you're on the government dole, we're going to pat you on the head and say you can't make it without our assistance. And that's one of the reasons why they haven't gotten off the government dole to begin with.
And isn't that the perpetuation of that victim culture that, you know, we talk about all the time, that they're just victims and, you know, we need to help them and all this other bullshit? Isn't that what that is? It's like, oh no, they're not bad people, they're just addicts and they need help. Okay.
Well, okay.
When's enough though?
Well, no, but you can help them with rehab for about $20,000 for however long, compared to what, $80,000 per year for a prison
Yeah, but
sentence?
if you look at the recidivism
we're talking
rate,
about saving money, really.
You're not saving.
You're not saving money if they keep committing it and going back to rehab.
Well, if you guys would ever let me finish the thing, it does say later on that if you completely, you know, keep using and getting caught.
Kevin, go.
Like if you. All right, so we'll go on next. Despite similar drug usage rates among all races, black men are the most. You know what? Fuck that. I'll move on from that. The bill allocates about $430,000 to the Department of Public Safety Standards and Training for law enforcement training. The system would be created by the OSP, Oregon State Police, using $250,000 in funds. That's a lot of money. Almost $350,000 would fund 2 positions with the Criminal Justice Commission, and a $750,000 grant from the Department of Transportation. Holy shit. I didn't see that. That's a lot of money. Like, I'm almost opposed to this now. That's way too much money. Like, Oregon, we're already in a deficit, even with the marijuana being legal for recreational use.
That's exactly the problem, yeah. Who's paying?
Yeah, like, yeah, if you guys want to talk about that for a minute, I'm kind of in shock. I didn't see that. That's a lot of fucking money just for this one bill.
It doesn't solve a fucking thing. It doesn't. this bill
Yeah.
it's not gonna do a fucking thing. You know what it's gonna do? It's gonna waste a bunch of taxpayer money. That's what it's gonna do.
Yeah, do you hear those numbers? Like, 430,000 to the Department of Public Safety standards. Oregon State Police get 250,000. Almost 350 would fund 2 positions, only 2. You know, count them with me. 1, 2, like that's it. With the Criminal Justice Commission, like, where's that 350,000? Why do you need that much to fund 2 positions? What the fuck?
You know what that seems like to me? That just seems like a cover up for the enforcement to get more money, more funding.
Sounds like a slush fund.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you, Finer.
Yeah, these numbers don't add up. 2 positions for 350,000? Are you fucking kidding me? Like, give them fucking 50K a year. That's it. That's 100,000
This is the
right
problem with bureaucracies is they ever increase, they never decrease, and this is the kind of thing that they sell it on, getting people to feel, oh, this is going to be so good, and it has
Exactly.
nothing to do with that.
Yeah. Oh, look, we're passing drug legislation that'll make everything legal. Yay! In the meantime, funnel $350 million to our pocket.
Well, yeah, that's
Yeah.
the thing. It's,
Yeah, they had me
here's
too
the
until
shock.
that.
Don't look at the awe. Oh, drugs legal? Yay!
Yeah, no, they totally had
we're
me
paying a
until
lot more
that
in
money.
other
I started
things.
looking at the figures. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, dude, it sounds good in theory, but overall, it just gets us into a worse place for, Big Brother to be like, stupid kid.
Yeah, and the data collection, that kind of has me on edge too, because we already have the NSA and the CIA and everybody else fucking regulating us. Do we need Oregon, like the state of Oregon, to start collecting data too?
Did you not listen to what I said earlier?
I did. They're already doing it. I know, but this makes it
the
official.
Uniform Crime Report. It's voluntary. You don't have to, but most states do participate in that. So it's not like we don't already have a crime reporting system. So I don't know why they would double up on something they already have. It's strange to me.
Maybe that's where that money's going.
What?
They're moving the money around. You know what I mean?
Quiet.
Really? Just
really
come
what?
on. Look at Portland. Look at the Bay in California. Like, oh my God, all these places, the ones that are actually putting in the most laws, they have the most ridiculous things going on. It's a shock and all value.
What are you talking about, dude?
Just saying, like, the freedom of drugs is also very similar to, like, the leftist weird ones that are kind of quasi-protesting.
I'm a stapler.
You mean like what?
Well, with Antifa rises, Portland, Oregon, Berkeley, California, or SF.
Oh shit!
Like,
shit, you guys
all
are gonna
these
like it.
places are kind of just popping up with these stupid little laws, and it's usually based on who throws the biggest hissy fit.
Oh shit, you're gonna like this next part. So, several people in the House and Senate voiced conflicting feelings about the 2-part bill. Representative Andy Olson, a Republican from Albany, Oregon, said he supported the first part addressing racial profiling 100%. But he was deathly, not directly, but deathly opposed to the drug sentencing portion. The scourge of methamphetamine and heroin addiction knows no racial boundaries, said Representative Mike McLean, a Republican from Powell Butte. I've never even heard that place. Perhaps, he said, those that are illegally in this country using meth or heroin should be sent back home. So he is totally on board with you guys.
Hell yeah. Support them all. Get them the fuck out.
Now, backers of the bill said it was designed to protect legal non-citizens, people who have lived, worked, and paid taxes in the United States. Before voting no, Senator Betsy Johnson, Democrat from Scappoose, called the bill hypocritical and harmful. Do you think it's hypocritical?
Well, yeah, I don't actually understand what a legal non-citizen is.
A green card holder, a person with a travel visa, those type of people.
Well, I mean, if they're breaking the law and they're a visitor here, yeah, bounce them out.
But do you think the bill is hypocritical? Like, I don't know what they mean by that. How is it hypocritical?
The whole
Okay,
the biggest issue I'm having is you can't stop profiling. You can't. Period. If we really want to crack down on drugs or whatever the fuck, I mean, there really isn't a good answer, and there really isn't a good way to go about this. Do we go back to the 80s where you see fucking these battering rams going through houses and suspected, you know, drug dens and shit in California?
Made for great cinema.
I mean, yeah, fucking.
That is true. It'd be a good movie.
However, or do we just do the lackadaisical approach and, oh, let's legalize everything? Fuck it. I'm not into either. I'm not in. I want a fair middle ground. Like shooting your local heroin dealer. That is a middle ground.
Well, the problem is that profiling has become taboo because it's considered politically incorrect anymore, and that's the biggest problem, I think.
Oh, I agree.
Well, I think that it has to be. People have got to understand when you put a law into effect. If you expect it to have an effect, okay, let's go with that. Let's go ahead and support this bill. If it would do one thing, which is 2 years later, it automatically expires if it fails to meet certain results that you're expecting. If you're going to tell me this is going to help, if you're going to tell me that this is going to help reduce crime, if you're going to tell me this is going to help do anything, then within 2 years I should be seeing results from this.
Yeah.
Why can't I put down markers to say this is the kind of expected results? And if it doesn't happen, if I don't meet these markers, that bill automatically goes away, and the previous situation comes back into force. Why is it that these things get put in place and never get repealed?
I just finished reading the whole article because we only have a little bit left, and the gist of it is the data collection is actually against the cops. They're collecting data on their profiling measures and stuff like that. So, you know, maybe the data collection is a good thing.
The data collection is on the cops?
That's right. Yeah, they're going to collect data on who the cops stopped, why they stopped them, what happened. Yeah, well, they're going to start collecting data on the cops.
Well,
here's what's going to happen with that. They're going to go back to the guy who sits up there and comes back and says, "Look how many black people use cops versus white people." I'm sorry for overriding you. They're not going to care about whether or not he's constantly patrolling a certain neighborhoods, and therefore these are the people he's going to encounter, and he's going to be called a racist, and the police force is going to take the hit for that. That's what's going to happen.
Was about to say, yes. I mean, when I was a cop, we did a shitload of paperwork every time someone scratched their ass or farted. Paperwork. I swear on my mother's eyes.
Well, don't you think the way they're going to collect the data is through body cams, right? Don't you think that's how they'll do it? They'll just watch the video and record shit?
Or paperwork. I mean, fuck, we have to. I mean, I'm not saying that cops don't falsify paperwork, and yes, body cams are good. I mean, they're, you know, but some people can turn them body cams off. I've seen it.
Yeah.
And then dog cams are talking about putting, you know, cams on dogs, and where's all the money coming from? That's the other thing. It's like, you don't want authoritarian, but you want the. I don't.
Here's the thing, and humor me on this one. Last year, Philadelphia passed a sugar tax. Basically, they're adding, I think it's like 30 cents for every ounce of sugar that is in sodas. Now, the money that came from that was supposed to go to public schools and children's funds for, like, children's hospital, and instead it went into the city council's retirement fund. Like 90% of it, when they finally passed the bill, they also mentioned kind of like on the sly, oh yeah, we're gonna we're going to use some of that money for our pensions. That to me, you know, what Oregon is just passing, that's what it sounds like to me. Oh, we need body cams. Oh, we need more law enforcement. We need to, you know, to target these things. We need to decriminalize it so we can tax it. No, this money has got to come from somewhere, and it has to go somewhere.
Don't you think a lot of the money will be coming from the recreational marijuana tax that they have here in Oregon?
No, because marijuana is not that expensive. If you want to tax something, tax heroin. Shit, man, you'll be out of debt in a month.
At my local pot shop, it's about $12 to $15 per gram. It's only $50 a quarter. So yeah, marijuana is pretty cheap.
Just in bulk.
That's right. I'm a stoner.
So I've honestly never heard a good story of a politician, and what the finer print just said, you know, furthers that for me. That's really what I think this is honestly all about, is putting more money into the wallets of the politicians behind it, because, you know, they're just crafting it. They're sitting up there like little puppet masters going, ha ha ha, fill our wallets more.
It's that, and it's also another slight at the police. The police are not trustworthy enough, so therefore we're going to put something else in the way and try and regulate and dictate how the police are doing. Because even though we've given them special training, we still don't really believe that they're acting responsibly. So we need more ways to monitor them for the authority that we're supposedly giving to them. Right now, in many places,
I'm not even going to touch that one, MC, because me and Wolf had a private conversation about that last night, and we almost like came to blows. So I'm going to leave that one alone, sir.
Well, we're not going to come to blows now because I'm high, or I'm intoxicated. So I'm not going to give a shit what you say. So you guys can touch on
it.
Shut the fuck up, okay? I'm fine. You guys can talk about it. I don't mind. I'm good. I'm happy. I'm not sick anymore, nor am I at work. So go for it.
I don't like profiling. I don't like the cops stopping random people at fucking drunk fucking roadblocks. Like, really, I'm driving home from work. I got to stop and fucking blow into a tube. Why? I wasn't driving erratically. You had no reason to stop me. You just did it, you know, because you can. Fuck that.
That's quotas. But let me ask you something. What is the composition of the leadership in Oregon? Is it Republican or Democrat?
Democrat. Our governor's a hardcore lefty, almost a Green Party Democrat, like that far.
Yeah. So is Philadelphia and Pennsylvania. Yeah.
Yeah. Jill Stein would probably be good friends with our governor, I bet.
I thought your governor was a Republican.
In Oregon?
Nope. No, it's fucking. She's the first bisexual governor ever. Actually, what's her name? Katie fucking. Kitty something. I don't know. I don't even remember. I hate her. I guess ignore her.
Boo kitty fuck.
Yeah, kitty fuck. We'll call her fucking boo boo kitty fuck.
That is a great name. Can't deny that.
Yeah. Did anybody catch the Kevin Smith? Yeah. Okay. Somebody caught it.
So she rode the first bisexual train and you know, got to power and has done fuck all with it.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, she just hangs out in her fucking mansion and chills, you know. I guess what I really want a governor to do is leave us alone, so it's not a bad thing.
Look, I just got to say one thing. Not all cops are bad, and you can condemn fucking bad cops, but you can still be for supporting police officers.
Oh, I don't condemn. Absolutely. I don't condemn the guys that are on the street doing their job.
I just wanted to put that out there because I know there's a lot of people that really don't like cops right now, and
my cousin's a cop, and he's one of the good ones.
Hey, Nigel, welcome back.
Hey, Nigel.
Nigel Thornberry.
I love how we're legit keeping with that. It's been like 3 weeks.
Shut up, Damien Antoine.
That's right. That's how you go. We're like, I'm Kevin now forever on the internet. Shit.
Exactly. So, and then when people ask why we're doing that, it's just like, don't answer. Just don't answer. Let it be.
It's just accept it.
It's important to, you know, from a former police officer, look, I don't hate nobody, and I never hated and like it's just the hate for the cops now. It's just insane. Like I had to do plainclothes a lot, plainclothes policing a lot.
You mean you're a hooker?
No, I just couldn't wear my uniform for fear of getting set on fire.
That's why we love you, Nigel. Good job.
Nigel, you know what? I don't get paid for my services. I'm a slut for a reason.
So we finished that article. We can pivot now to prostitution. So why is it not okay to hire a woman to have sex with you, but if you film it, damn it, that's legal? What's up with that?
Why is it? Say that again.
Okay, so you go hire a hooker and they do a sting on the motel. You go to jail. If you have a camera set up, you're doing porn. That makes it legal. Why?
And not necessarily. You still need a permit to film a porn.
Yeah, and not only that,
but
you're not paying for sex. You're paying her to act in something that will gain revenue.
Oh yeah, a lot of acting in porn. Fuck off.
Well, no, that's the thing.
There's a lot of
character in it. Well, I mean, it's horrible acting, but it's acting nonetheless.
Look, officer, there's a script right here.
Yeah, see? Bam, you're good.
Yeah.
The moment you put it online, bam, like...
Scene one, knock on the door.
It's only acting if the girls...
Pull up to the corner and be like, hey, baby, you want to star in a movie? Bam, you're fucking legit. You're good.
Yeah, exactly. You're not paying for sex, technically.
What if the woman actually enjoys it? Then she's not acting.
Yeah, well, what if you donate the money to her? Like, you just, that was awesome. Here's $100,
Yeah, there we go.
Does that make it legal?
I would guess so. You're not paying for sex. You're just like, hey, that was a really good job. Take this.
Yeah. So what happens when you pay for dinner to get, to get yourself?
Are you going to report that on a WD-40, on a 1040?
It's a different kind of gratification.
I was about to say, are we talking about taking a girl on a date, giving her dinner, and expecting something at the end?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Why not? Let's go.
Pretty much like escort services.
Yeah.
No. I mean, literally taking a chick.
No, we're talking about. God damn it.
We're talking about prostitution.
I'm sorry.
If you didn't feel that it was like, if you didn't feel that the date was going well and that there might be a good possibility, then you wouldn't be paying for dinner. You'd say, okay, nice meeting you at the bar. Right? you wouldn't go to the extent of the dinner. You know that. This is just reality.
I like how we automatically pivot into prostitution. Everybody's cool with that. That's awesome.
That wasn't awkward at all.
I always bring something to the party.
Well, I mean, I think
but yeah,
prostitution should be legal and regulated. Fuck it.
And taxed.
Yeah, that's why escorts are a thing.
No more taxes.
It's not prostitution.
Shut up! Shut the fuck up, Kevin.
Listen, certain things need to be taxed because you have to pay for infrastructure. That's just a reality.
Yeah, I agree.
And if
I'm not going to mow roads. I did that on Staggerson's channel yesterday. I'm not doing it tonight.
Goddamn ANCAP libertarian cocksucking bullshit. Taxes good.
No, I eat pussy. I don't suck cock.
No, I'm the roads. The roads.
You have a chicken leg and you're like, yum yum.
Shut up.
Listen, if 20 hookers can build a bridge, I'm all for it. You know
yeah,
I mean?
see, exactly. Get them hookers out there. Fuck.
Yeah, give them the tools, man. They could do it. You can do it.
Tax them. Fuck it.
You're going to have to put some kind of. If you're going to regulate it at some point, you're going to have to use some kind of taxes in order to pay for the regulation.
The fact
go with the Nevada model. No, go with what Nevada is doing.
How is it any different than any other service industry? It's a service industry. Service industries get taxed, right? Simple. Right? That's the fact. So classify it as service industry. Service industries can be regulated so you don't end up with HIV, you don't get, chlamydia, you don't get all kinds of diseases and shit, you don't get gonorrhea and syphilis. And you get the tax back for that, for that oversight.
Or at least mitigate some of those risks, yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, well, exactly.
The one problem with that is that at some point there's a black market that's created.
Yes, exactly. For cheap bastards who really, you know, probably not going to be a major contribution to society anyway.
And
they're already
MC,
there.
you're just the party you know.
No.
They're already
You're just the party you
that
know. You're
nasty
just
black
like,
market.
no, kid, you can't have your marijuanas and your hookers.
You just want to have fun, man.
Look, MC, the black market already exists.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
it's nasty
It's
as
there.
No, I agree. I don't disagree. I was just pointing it out. That's all I was doing.
Yeah,
No, I
Like
mean,
your
how
Clint
cool-
Eastwood in Gran Torino.
there will always be people who are too fucking cheap to pay market price.
No, but seriously, wouldn't it be cool, like a place like the Bunny Ranch in Nevada? You could just go in, you know, and be like, her,
Have you
her, and
seen
her.
some of those girls though? They're fucking no.
But Nevada does have a good way of doing it. They do do STD checks on all their
Well, because
employees.
prostitution is legal and taxed. It just doesn't come
Yeah,
out of
and
thin
the thing
air.
is-
The thing is
Yeah,
that it's legal in certain areas.
Yeah, but you see, here's the other thing,
Dude,
MC.
my buddy
on
lives
that.
in,
Look,
buddy lives in Elko. There in
MC on-
inside town. Oh, I stopped so you can go, Cabbage.
Go,
I cut you
Cabbage,
off. I
go.
stopped.
Oh, okay, MC. Yeah, one of the points there, which is kind of counter, you know, productive, is that if you actually did make it legal, and so then the actual black market skanks would be a damn sight easier to identify, right?
Bingo.
And then if you wanted to, you could give them all the treatment that you wanted, and you can stroke them, and you know.
Give them a lollipop and
Whatever.
you go out the door.
Slit him a
That's
trick.
right. Yeah, that's right. You see, so that it would actually be beneficial in order for identifying. Once again, profiling. Right back to the profiling issue. That you would then be. It would be much easier to identify who were the real skanks.
Only bring them if they're fit.
What happens though when there's just a girl standing at the bus stop on the corner and you pull over and act like she's a hooker? Like, do they get pissed? I don't know. I've never done it.
I would suggest you
Go
avoid the
find
one
out,
with
Kevin.
multicolored hair.
Yeah, I'm actually very curious that I actually might try that.
Oh yeah, you're gonna show a little leg, quiet.
What you just?
No, it's just
What, you
like
just
if I'm
randomly-
driving down the street
Are you-
and I see a girl just waiting, like.
Yeah, but why would you have to be
like,
driving?
Hey, $20
No, just
see what she
how-
says.
that's the crazy question. It'd be like just walking down the street and saying to somebody, "Hey, look, you know, you want to make $20 the easy way?" You know, I mean, how's that any fucking different?
Yeah,
It would-
I know,
Cabbage
it's
dating
just like,
tips right
what-
there.
I'm curious. What would the reaction be? The only good part about being in a car is I don't have to worry about, you know, getting stabbed in the chest.
Oh, you cut yourself off? What the fuck? You don't have to worry about what, quiet.
Getting stabbed in the chest. All I have to do
Yeah.
is just drive away. Like, oh,
Oh,
shit,
no,
knife.
no. Those girls have a weapon in their purse. I fucking believe it. Either that or their pimp is right around the corner watching.
Yeah, exactly.
If I say, hey, $20, that's going to be an opportunity.
Yeah, and if they regulate it, guess what? The pimps would go bye-bye.
Exactly.
Exactly. That's why we should legalize drugs as well. All drugs. You
No,
know, they
not
used
all
to sell-
drugs.
Yes.
No,
Not
wait a minute.
all
They used to
drugs.
sell heroin in a Sears magazine for like $20. It
Yeah,
came
because
with a
we didn't
syringe.
know any better, because we were fucking retarded.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like a good idea nowadays.
I don't use heroin, but who are you to tell anybody they shouldn't use the substance?
All right, if
in
these
their
things were
body?
such a wonderful deal, why is it that China went out of its way to ban frickin' opium dens?
Yeah, especially because it
Because
like,
they're
pretty
communists,
much
damn it!
wrecked them.
No,
Authoritarian communists.
No, wait a minute, MC. No, MC. This will piss off Cabbage probably, our fellow Brit or our Brit that's in the chat. But they outlawed opium because the British were forcing it upon China, and they got fucking addicted to 80% levels. It was fucking insane. Like these people were just wasting away in fucking opium dens.
Yeah,
That's
they were
why they
spat
outlawed
out.
opium.
I heard that tired old story. It's a nice wives' tale. The Chinese had opium well before the British.
Well, didn't the British force it upon
Chasing the
them or
dragon,
correct them?
baby. Chasing
They-
the
they-
dragon.
There was a box. The Boxer Rebellion came about because the Chinese, recognizing the fact that they had an opium problem, tried to ban it, and the British said, "Wait a minute, we're the ones transporting it. We still want to sell it."
Yeah.
Exactly. So it was actually for export purposes, not for internal use, but the fact that, you know, they kept skimming off the top and using it internally is a different matter, you see. We actually got stiffed on the deal.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute, Cabbage. Really?
Because not only is it true, but he's just like, what the fuck, guys?
It sounds to me like you guys get stiffed on a lot of dried herbs.
Oh, they get stiffed on everything. Just look historically.
We do.
Like, they get stuck in the middle of everything and always get the short end.
It has nothing to do with their ships starting to sail in areas that they never were at before and saying, hey, this is ours.
Hey, we wanted to make... they wouldn't even sell us fucking tea, right? We had to steal the bloody thing in order to get the black... In order to be able to breed the black tea. So.
Wait a minute, Cabbage. Is that why you guys got so pissed when we dumped it in the harbor? You're like, you motherfuckers, we had to steal that.
Yeah, do you realize how hard that was to get hold of? You fucks. You have no measure of value.
That's fucking great.
You know what, Cabbage?
You're such a bastard, you bastard.
When we're pissed off, you just better duck because we're fucking everything up. That's how America do, man. That's just how America do.
Right,
we all know that.
Back on prostitution. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, we're going back to hookers. Okay.
My granddad said in the Second World War, when he was in the Second World War, when there was an old saying, when the enemy shoots, the Allies duck. When the British shoot, the enemy ducks. When the Americans shoot, everybody ducks.
Well, that's right. We're crazy. Anyway, finer print. You had a point on prostitution.
Oh no. I was just joking around.
No, he's just got tits on the brain.
Do you want to know why everyone ducks? You fucking cabbage bastard.
Yes, because
we hit what we shoot for, and we shoot for everything.
No, you don't. You don't. That's why you had... You know, there used to be a term called incompetence. Right? America had to rebadge it as collateral damage and friendly fire.
Because we have no remorse.
Oh, dude, you want to talk about friendly fire? The worst
case.
No, the worst.
We do. We really do.
Ever. The worst case of friendly fire ever had to be when Stonewall Jackson was shot. I mean, that devastated the Confederate cause, and their own people shot him. It's fucking ridiculous. So I see your point there, Cabbage. Like, really, like, we need to watch. We need to aim before we shoot.
They were aiming when they were shooting. And they shot what they were aiming at, too.
Yeah, which is anything.
The fuck are we talking about now? Are we really talking about
nothing? I made a joke, and then it just
friendly fucking or whatever, or friendly fire?
Friendly fucking, yes. Let's talk about militarized prostitution.
No, that's what the MC, isn't that what they called it? Friendly fucking or something like that?
No, I hadn't heard that term before.
Fubar.
That would be interesting, wouldn't it? Yeah, just parachute in a bunch of hookers and distract the enemy.
I guess that's just a Marine thing. I don't fucking know.
That could be a Marine thing. That sounds like a Marine thing, to be honest.
Damn leathernecks. I wouldn't want to get in a fight at a bar with a Marine, though. I'm pretty sure I can imagine it.
Oh, I think it'd be funny. Not to be in the fight, but just to, like, see it go down.
Just one hit, I bet, dude.
You guys really...
I just imagine someone coming out of a bush
want to see something like that, because
kick.
What'll happen is first of all, when those things go down, it starts with one Marine, and then you realize all of his buddies are in the bar as well.
Yeah, they're about 30.
And then it becomes a freaking all-out melee.
I had a Marine punch.
Units stand up. Both you.
That was cool.
I've been in bars where a bar fight began between Army and Navy and Marines, and it gets a bit intense. And the smart thing to do is, after you've thrown a few punches and a chair or two, get the hell out before the cops arrive.
Did the Army win? Who won? I want to know who won.
The MPs.
The MPs won.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying, like, I've never been in a bar where it's full of military folk. I'm just saying I've seen a bar fight go down, so
yeah,
I don't mind sitting there just drinking, watching it go down.
Yeah, but
that's
you see,
why I said that.
The military ones, they actually have some, like, a sort of like an honor issue.
No, I know.
Whereas just an average bar fight is just
a
people
spree de
being
corps
dicks.
and it becomes unit on unit.
Yeah. Yeah,
My drill sergeant was a former Marine, and we went to the bar with him one night. We went to a bar that's frequented by Navy SEALs, because of my location. And fucking, I guess he had too many and decided to punch me in the face. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Oh shit! And you're a woman. That's fucked up.
Oh, don't do that. No.
Women want to be in the army. They can damn well take the punches.
Don't do that.
The only fight I ever saw. No, check it out. The only fight I ever saw at a bar was my 25th birthday. Me and my best friend were at the bar, and he's walking out the door. I'm right behind him, right? Like 30 seconds. I walk out, and he's already laid out. The dude fucking knocked him out. I'm like, what the fuck, man? Now I gotta carry this guy home on my fucking birthday. He hands me $5 and goes, sorry.
That's another thing, man. Funny, it's like, you know, it's sweet to be chivalrous and all, but I can take a punch. I don't know. I don't
even know why they were fighting though. Like my buddy walked out the door and then was laid the fuck out before I came out the door right behind him. It was insane.
You know why they were fighting? Alcohol.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was the drink.
I blame it on the alcohol.
No, it's gotta be heroin, surely. Or crack. Or
well,
meth.
no. People on heroin fucking nod out, right? They don't have enough energy to punch anybody.
I mean, it's a
PCP
part of toughen
then.
it up. I was going into a field where you got to have a very thick skin. You got to be prepared for anything, you know? I mean, 6 foot fucking 3 guys, you know, 220 pounds full of muscle. What am I supposed to do?
Mm-hmm.
You take it like you can, you know?
Kick them in the shins.
You kick them in the balls, not the shins. I never want anybody to kick anybody in the balls, but
I
if a woman is getting hit by a
anybody
6
in
foot
the
3
balls.
guy, like just
Kick them in the
balls.
shins. It's always funny.
No,
Doesn't matter if you get your ass kicked. You
no.
kicked them in the shin.
No, don't do the shins. No, you kick them on the kneecaps. You
Oh,
bend the
well, no, you guys are
kneecap
thinking
backwards.
damage.
They're down.
I'm thinking funny. Like,
Yeah,
just
of course
imagine
I'm
a
thinking
midget
damage. I
kicking
wanna
someone in
stop
the shin.
But anyways, that's
Okay.
neither here nor there. You know?
Well, why don't you just say bite their ankles then?
Fucking ankle biters.
Bye-bye.
Who's bye-bye? Who went bye-bye?
I had like half the chat.
Why?
I don't
Oh
know.
my god, are we not engaging them? Did they say bye-bye or did they just fuck off?
No, they just dropped out like they usually do. You know what I mean? Yeah, there you go.
It's all Quiet's fault.
Right.
The storm is coming in. I'm sorry.
Just ignorance. Never mind.
Yes, it's ignorance because a storm is coming in.
So I have an idea, since we already went off the rails. So talking about the terrorism issue, what about offering letters of marque again and just letting people handle it
Say it
instead of the
again.
military?
Say it one more time.
Letters of marque and appraisal, where like you know, back in the old days, they used to attack each other, but they used private citizens to do it. You know, like the Caribbean, the pirate age. Pirates should know what I'm talking about.
The only thing I want to do Islamic terrorism is kill it. You know, just kill it any way possible. I don't really care.
Oh yeah, but let's let Blackwater handle it. Like, why use the U.S. military?
Well, you're talking just mercenaries, right? Mercenary forces.
Oh,
yeah, like
yeah.
Britain did with the Hassians. Yeah, they're going over to.
Yeah,
America.
yeah.
Well, that wasn't a very good success for fucking King George, was it? So if you want to depend on that, that's evidence.
No, letters of marque. Wait a minute, letters of marque.
No, he has actually a really good point, though.
Like, that's how the Great Britain was fighting Spain, was using letters of marque and reprisal.
Great when you're talking about ships and stuff. That's a lot different than letting a mercenary unit go into a town and wipe people out and then paying them for the number of bodies they've laid out on the street.
Well, what?
And the thing is, but you got to remember that mercenaries are not under things like Geneva Convention. It's totally against the sort of the principles of you know, war. I mean, you know, I know people. There's no.
Well, that might be true, but so
love
is
and war, everything, but yeah,
Well,
I mean, that's what.
Don't you have plausible
Yeah, but it's state. Yeah, but it's state-approved terrorism. That's what it basically becomes when you use mercenaries.
Well, no, doesn't that give the country that issued the mark of reprisal a level of? Go ahead, Kevin. Sorry.
It's the reason. It's the reason it was so despicable with when King George, because they couldn't get the British to fight each other. He ended up bringing over Germans. That's why it was so despicable, because he just wanted to oppress people, right? That's what the sign of an authoritarian autocrat. That's what happened, and that's why it was totally bang out of order. So you want to promote that?
And if you use a company to do it, then it's just giving more power to companies, and that's
forcing the taxpayer to pay for it. You're paying a private corporation.
Yeah, it's just.
Sorry, man.
It's all messed up in every single way.
No. Wouldn't that give the country plausible deniability though for things, like Abu Dhabi or whatever?
We would have had to let it happen.
No. Wait a second, Matt.
Did it give England plausible deniability when King George used the bloody Hessians? No, of course it didn't, because everyone knew what he'd done.
No,
isn't it pronounced Haitian?
Matt,
I guess it was
Haitian. Well, no, because there's the Hessians.
Hessian.
Yeah, Hessians. Yeah, because the Hessians.
Yeah, Wolfshot's right.
Yeah. Because Hessians were the ones. Hessians were the ones in North America, because they were also the ones that had the hash. They were the Hessians. The Hessians were the ones. Yeah, the Hessians.
Hessians.
Were the ones.
The fucking Germans.
It's not that hard to say. Hessians.
No, Hessians.
Well, no,
yeah, but there's Hessians and there's Hessians.
Here's my question though.
Oh dear God! Right now, just get on with it.
Like right now, as it sits, the United States military goes in, it wipes out a country, rebuilds it, and leaves. If we offered letters of marque, if we offered letters of marque, they can go wipe it out, and then no one has to rebuild it, right? I mean, wouldn't that save us money?
That worked really well with Blackwater.
Yeah, really worked well with Iraq, because they still haven't got the fucking electricity working. Like all this time afterwards. I knew people who were from Iraq when I was a kid at school. I went over there and had holidays, and they had, Baghdad, for all of what with Saddam there. It was a totally equivalent city to any other one that you would want to compare it to.
Well, you know what? I don't mind having I don't mind having a defensive arm of a particular group. That makes
but the thing is, you can't just but you can't pop in and just do these things, because there's never any reconstruction. Look what Halliburton did with the hospitals and shit like that. They were charging what was it called? The cost plus thing, and it was the American taxpayer who ended up getting stiff for the incompetence of what they were doing.
You said reconstruction. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it never happened.
No, I was just talking about in this country in general.
What about in which country? In America?
Yeah, in America.
America.
Fuck yeah.
Well, yeah, you could do some reconstruction there too. Yeah, bridges and shit.
Hey guys, I'm gonna head out. Thank you for a lovely conversation.
Thank you, the Finer Print. I appreciate you being on my channel. I hope you come back, sir.
Yep.
Bye, Finer.
Good night.
Yeah, man.
And have you guys seen the Finer Print's latest videos? They're pretty fucking good. I really enjoy his channel.
Yeah, I've watched a couple of his so far. Like, I want to get into his content a little bit more.
Yeah, that's enough shilling for his channel. We're on mine, damn it. But I really do like his channel.
But Matt, I wanted to just give you a little bit of insight into something about what you suggested about mercenary groups essentially running.
Go ahead, sir.
Running this shit, right? And this would be that, look, I would, as much as that idea excites me, because I would jump on that train in a fucking heartbeat, mind you. It's something that you don't do unless it's just your absolute last fucking resort. You don't implement something like that unless you really have to. Okay, and there shouldn't It should never come to that. You shouldn't be that. Your government shouldn't be that incompetent to have to come to that. But you know.
Wait, to Connor, to come back on that, didn't Thomas Jefferson issue letters of marque against the Barbarian pirates?
So how are we gonna? Are we talking about issuing that to Americans here, like a militia, or what the fuck are you talking?
Yeah,
about?
well, no. What he's now talking about is the equivalent of effectively the king shilling, where you take the autocrats' money in order to
here's my last,
do their service. Yeah.
Here's my last word on it. Iran Contra.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, you got me there, MC. You got me there. You guys have any other topics or what?
10 points to Gryffindor.
Yeah, we'll shift. You guys got any more topics or what?
Yeah, School of the Americas. There you go. Another.
Do I have any more topics? Fucking. I mean, no. I mean, like, Antifa is like freaking the fuck out over these Confederate monuments. Like, there was a protest today, and they fucking put a shroud over one of the monuments.
What the fuck did they do that for?
Yeah.
Because offensive. Because Confederate monuments are offensive.
No, there was an active
boy, welcome to the South. We're gonna kick fucking ass. You start messing with a shit like that. Nah.
No,
you're in the wrong place.
It was a free speech rally gathering. I don't fucking know what you want to call it, at the statue or whatever. But Proud Boys were there, etc., and they were just talking about, you know, you can't erase history. And they sit there and fucking throw this shroud over it because it's offensive.
Well, no, and as I've said before on this topic, in the 70s, I think, I might be wrong on the year, but the Congress passed a bill making all Confederate veterans United States veterans. So really, they're tearing down U.S. statues. These are United States veterans by law.
Yeah,
so
but Mad Dog, but Mad Dog, my feels. That's all it comes down to.
Well, you know,
the only thing that I want to say about this,
you know what,
is history don't give a fuck
funnier
about your feelings.
You know what I'd have found funnier?
Thank you, Hayden. It's true. They don't give a fuck about our feelings.
Well, it would have been far, far funnier. I mean, certainly in terms of meme worthiness. If they'd have, instead of covering it with a shroud, it would have been a burqa. That would have been quite interesting. That would have been quite a statement, wouldn't it? A Confederate being turned into a Muslim woman.
Oh, dude, if I was ever elected president, which I never will be, but if I did, I would first hang a picture of Robert E. Lee in the Oval Office, and then I would put a Confederate flag in the Lincoln bedroom. That's just because I'm a fucking dick. That's how I'd roll.
Well, you're right about you never be elected president of the United States. Then again, you never wanted to be part of the president of the United States. No.
After Donald Trump, you never know.
Yeah. Vote Kevin. Vote Kevin. 20 fucking.
Yeah, it's free for all now.
Yeah, vote Wolfshot 2020.
Yeah,
I'm coming.
All bets are off.
I'll be your vice president, Wolfshot.
Fucking, I'll raise a rebel flag, fucking sky high over the White House. I don't give a shit.
I'll be your Secretary of Defense.
Have you guys ever saw that mockumentary, the CSA? It was made by a Canadian.
Spike Lee did it, actually.
It was fucking hilarious. I mean, it was stupid. Like, they were downing on the South, really, but it was hilarious.
Yeah, because it's fucking Spike Lee. I mean, you know.
No, and the Confederate commercials, like the fucking collar thing, was fucking hilarious. Oh yeah, you're.
I'm like, hey, I don't mind.
Which film? Which film is this?
It's called The Confederate States of America. It's by Spike Lee.
Oh, I think
it's fucking great.
I haven't seen it.
It's cancer, but.
All right.
I laughed my ass off at that cancer.
You know what?
I don't know.
Yeah, isn't it meant to be? I mean, Spike Lee's normally ironic. Do you not get irony? Is that what it is, Wolf? You're not an irony fan?
Well, he was making fun
Satire.
of rednecks and hillbillies, and downing Confederate monuments and shit like that. So I mean, it was funny, but
yeah, but satire. See, because satire.
Yeah,
is it satire if he
mockumentary.
believes it?
Oh, yeah. Shut up, Tyree.
It depends on how detached he is.
Does he actually believe it, though? Does he really?
I
don't think he was making that because he knew that it'd get a lot of attention. It would make him money. Spike Lee's not stupid. He's a good businessman.
No, but he is a
I'm not
racist.
saying. I'm not saying
You
he's
racist?
not
Yes, Spike
Spike
Lee
Lee
is
is
a
racist.
Okay. I'll take your word for it. I haven't
Black
looked into
power all the way, apparently.
it. Really? Right. Well, fuck him then. Fuck him and the horse he rode in on.
Yep.
Well, I just that kind erasing history. You just can't, or we're doomed to repeat it. That's it.
You know
Well,
what?
no,
Yeah,
and what happens? What
we
happens to these groups like the Confederate Sons of Veteran, or the Sons of Confederate Veterans?
Well,
and,
I'm in the Daughters of Confederate Veterans or whatever.
Yeah, and I'm in the process of proving my genealogy to join the Sons of Confederate Veterans. So I'm right there with you.
And it's just, and that whole thing in Virginia where we could have the rebel flag on our license plates, and that got fucking taken away.
Well,
It
yeah,
was
and
offensive.
they took the whole Dukes of Hazzard show off the air. Are you kidding me? That's classic American cinema. You fucking idiots.
And
I
the
didn't
thing
know
is, as well,
I didn't know a car could hurt someone's feelings so fucking much.
and well, not only that, the flag that they're flying is not really a Confederate flag. That was never.
It's a
official.
battle
That was just
flag.
a battle flag. Well, it was a battle flag. It wasn't the battle flag until it was declared the battle flag, right?
Well, no,
Because originally it was just one of them.
I've told this story before, but I'll tell it again. I own the first national Confederate flag. I hang it outside my house. Everyone thinks it's a colonial flag. They all don't know their history. They're too
It's the
fucking
stars
stupid.
and bars, baby.
Yeah, they're too fucking stupid, though. They don't get it. They think it's a fucking continental flag. No, dude. It's the first flag of the Confederate States.
Zero wants to know.
You talk about
Zero wants to know when we're doing the top 10 movies.
Monday, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's Monday. Cabbage, what time's good for you? We can set the time right now since we're all pretty much here.
Well, I mean, like, it's always good to get in before midnight, my time. So, which are you? Eastern, Central?
Pacific Standard Time, PST.
PST, okay. So, it's going to be early for you. Well, I mean, it'd be ideal if it was like 2 o'clock your time, 2 p.m.
Are you guys going to separate this into different genres as far as favorite movies?
No, I just put my top 10. I already wrote my list out, and they include all genres.
See, that's what I'm having a problem with, because I have top 10s in different genres. That's my biggest.
I have a musical on my list, so you guys should like that. It's number 2 even.
Oh, I've got a musical on my list too. In fact, I've got two musicals.
But 2 o'clock Monday works for you guys.
No, seriously. If you had only 10 things, you would want as much variety as you could.
Oh, now we're gonna get preached to about variety from the Brit.
Yeah, I have horror, I have Western, and I have a musical on there also, and comedy. So.
Dude,
most of mine are comedy.
It's really hard for me to get the top 10, because I've got so many.
I've been literally scouring through them and trying to whittle them down. But yeah, I'd rather take a memory stick with a shitload more.
Well, I also have an honorable mention, so you guys could always put an 11th one up in there.
We can do it now.
Oh no, Tiger!
I couldn't give you my 10 now.
Oh, okay, yeah, Tiger. I forgot Tiger.
Yeah, Tiger wants in on that shit, so that's why it's Monday, because of Tiger, actually. Yeah. I'm being a fucking cuck and, letting it go his way.
Well, how about top 5 by multiple genres? How about that? Instead of having top 10, top 5, but have like 4 genres.
I guess I could revamp my list. I mean, that's not too bad of an idea. What do you guys think?
Well, I don't know. Just thinking, because I think most people agree that you know, because there are certain things that you don't really want to put in your top 10 of everything, but that you would like, you know, in a particular category. I don't know. Just throwing ideas out there. What do you think, Wolfie?
No, I absolutely agree. I'm down for that, really. Like, you go for, like, maybe we can even do it where we don't get to pick. Mad Dog picks the genres.
Yeah.
Does that make
Well,
sense?
the way I was going to do it was we just all have our top 10. And we'll go down the line. I'll be last because, you know, it's my channel. I'll let you guys go first. Guess first, right? And then you say number 10.
Because you don't want to look gay and you're going to have a reserve list just in case you're looking too gay.
Well, what I was thinking is we say number 10. Everybody gets to comment on the movie if they know it, so we can talk shit about the movie. And then the next person says their number 10. We talk shit about their movie, you know, kind of like that.
Yeah, well, that is easier. I mean, yeah. I know we could do it. Just like I said, I think the genre thing is important though, because it's. I mean, maybe do it over different weeks. You know, like 1 week do your top 10 comedies. 1 week do your top 10 dramas.
That'd be cool.
1 week do your top 10 action. You know.
Melissa Stream series.
Yeah, and Mad Dog, you could keep that going like every week. You know what I'm saying? And then you could switch it up to like music, like genres of music.
See, put it down to the fucking Brits to come up with the original idea. Jeez.
What genre would you guys like to start with? I would have to rewrite my list.
You pick, dude. You pick the genre. It's your fucking channel.
Yeah, that's it. So we'll do it we'll do it genre wise, and and then you get more out of it, right? You get more streams.
All right, let's do horror. Let's do horror for Monday.
Yes.
Horror. Okay. Cool. Okay. But can I include comedy horror though as well? A little bit of a.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
You know what? Since we're gonna change it up, I'll say one of the ones that were on my list, Shaun of the Dead. Like that's a comedy horror. So
exactly.
That would.
Yeah, well, that's on my list too. So.
I love that fucking movie. It was great.
Funny.
Yeah, it's definitely on my fucking list.
We're all going to end up fucking agreeing. That's the trouble. We're doing nothing. We need.
Oh shit! I've got a couple British fucking horror films.
You should do. They're good.
Oh, did you guys ever see Catacombs? That French horror film?
Dude, I love that. I thought that was dope.
Catacombs.
Yeah, that was a great fucking movie.
Okay, so.
Was that like?
Go ahead.
That was down in the
catacombs
under Paris.
Yeah, that's not the one. I was thinking of that one where it was in America with the catacombs, which is the sewers, basically. Yeah. There was a dearth of films
it was pretty much a graveyard, right? They stacked up all the bones under there and shit. I would love to see it in real life.
The French catacombs, and you can get lost in there.
You can. It's and there's even I think there's even Roman ruins where part of it is like when you go underneath it, it's you can go on a boat trip. Can you believe that? You can be floating around on a gondola surrounded by turds. Then again, you can do that in Venice too. I've done that before.
Dang it.
Oh, but yeah, I guess Monday we'll do horror. So I'll write Tigerson. Well, I'll just write in our general fucking hangout because we all hang out.
Okay, so day one is horror, and then just let us know what the second one's going to be, and then we can do our top 10 of that. So you know.
Yeah, I think westerns might be hard for you British people when we hit westerns, John.
I don't like westerns. Yeah, I'll be out of that list. I don't know enough of them. Oh, film noir. Yeah, that'd be interesting.
The one western that was on my top 10, since we're going to change it up, was Young Guns 2. That was my favorite movie for a long time. It's not anymore.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Oh,
for a
dude,
western, you're going to say Young Guns 2?
I'll make you famous.
Oh, God.
I love that shit growing up, dude. I love it.
The good, the bad, the ugly, man.
Come on, Emilio Estevez.
I do love the good, bad, the ugly. That is quintessential spaghetti western. That is awesome.
How about Hang 'em High?
Oh, I haven't seen that one.
I have Hang 'em High as well.
Tombstone. I'll be your Huckleberry.
Oh Or Wyatt Earp. Wyatt Earp was a good one.
On a Pale Horse.
Come on. Yeah, you guys are just naming fucking what's his name's movies, aren't you? Fucking.
Well, those he was one of the famous ones.
Well, it's Clint Eastwood
either
Wayne,
you end up with
it?
John Wayne, or you can go to High Noon, which was.
Yeah, I was talking about John Wayne. Yeah, it sounds like you guys are naming John Wayne movies. So.
Yeah, it's Wayne or Clint Eastwood or oh god, who's the other guy? Bald-headed bloke. Jesus.
I would love to do a top 10 TV.
I must admit, probably on that list would be the Magnificent Seven.
I would love
actually,
to say
Magnificent Seven, I didn't mind. I kind of like that one.
The Hateful Eight.
I would like to say a top
Django
10 movie
Unchained.
No, the Django sucked. But anyway,
Fuck
a top
you.
10.
Django was awesome. Blow me.
There should have been a
top 10
2010
TV series. You guys wouldn't like my top 10 TV series because 5 of them are Star Trek series. So
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be half Star Trek and the rest is like The Walking Dead and Game of Thrones.
Yeah, that's dull. Yeah, so we're not doing TV though, fortunately. So we'll stick to movies.
Yeah, for sure.
You see, now that we've changed it up and we're doing horror movies, I had such a troll plan, and now I've got to wait for it till we do. John,
You fucked up. Did I derail you? I'm sorry.
Yes, I was. Everybody was gonna be pissed. I promise you. Like anybody who knows the show.
Tell us the movie. I'm curious now. Tell us the movie.
No, I've got to wait. You guys.
Damn it! You fucking tease.
I know. You see, that's it. We got to wait for genre. You see, now there's a little bit of anticipation. You see, now we got a bit of excitement involved. Oh yeah, let's see what he thinks is going to piss us off. He might just end up looking gay.
When we get to the sci-fi, it's really just gonna be like there's gonna be people pissed. I promise.
Oh, sci-fi!
I need to know. I need to know.
Nope. I'm holding out sci-fi.
Can't go giving up number one. So this is the whole point, right? But no, now it's genres, and otherwise we're gonna fuck up the whole series.
You're right.
The idea, right? We're trying to give you like an extended opportunity to make multiple streams here.
Yeah.
So let's move on before we fuck it all up, right? Hey, what's going on in Britain, Cabbage? Like, what's the news stories over there, dude?
Nigel.
Yeah, Nigel's just like, fuck the news.
Nigel.
Fuck you, Kevin.
He's running for his cup of tea.
It's about to be a civil war, basically.
What is with that whole celebration they had in Belfast the other day, where they burned giant fucking bonfires in the middle of the street? What is up with that? Anybody know?
No, I didn't hear.
Like, what are they celebrating? It's some kind of holiday. I don't get it.
In Belfast? It was strictly in Belfast?
I believe so. Yeah, Ireland. Northern Ireland. Or no. Is Belfast in Northern Ireland? Yeah, yes. It is. Yeah, okay.
Must be some kind of pagan shit.
Well, they're all Protestant over there. You know, the fucking war between the...
It might be a Saints Day. Or something.
It's a Saints Day.
I don't know. I just saw...
Burn a bonfire.
Oh, yeah, because, you know, the Saints love fire, considering they were burnt most of the time. You know, they love that shit.
Like, so music, are we going to talk about music, or...
Oh, we can. What's your favorite rapper, other than Upchurch Wolf?
Favorite rapper... Give me a minute. Hold on. Ask someone else.
Well, Shot doesn't know what rap is. She's got to look it up.
I'll throw mine out there. Tech N9ne's my favorite.
How about you go fuck yourself, sir?
Strange music.
6 in the morning. Look that shit up.
I don't think
I'm actually being followed by.
I don't think
on
I have
Twitter,
a
I'm actually
favorite
being
rapper.
followed
I
by
probably have
Stevie
one
Stone.
that
I thought that was
I
cool.
just don't dislike the most.
Who do you not dislike the most then, MC?
Probably Beastie Boys.
Oh, you're a racist. Like, you gotta go with the white fucking rappers. All
It
right.
has nothing to do with that.
Fucking
If I wanted to go with a
racist. I
white
called it right
rapper,
here.
I could have gone with Vanilla Ice, or I could have gone with that other idiot MC, or
Eminem.
Eminem. I'm sorry.
I actually Upchurch.
That
I
other
think
idiot
is
MC. I need to download this and put that in a clip for my videos.
Yep,
I'll just
do
throw it
that
out there
because
in the middle.
just let everybody know that'll be my rap for you.
Upchurch.
that,
I think
just
Upchurch
in
the
middle.
Redneck is my favorite rapper, dude.
What about Moccasin Creek or Moonshine Bandits? What about
I mean,
them?
I like Moccasin Creek, but still, Upchurch fucking, I don't know. I just like him. Like the majority of his stuff that's come out, I enjoy.
Yeah, for sure. I like Upchurch. Didn't you say you actually know them or what?
I know we were friends way back in the day, and then he got famous, so you know how that goes. I mean, we still talk occasionally, but you know, it's not like I've tried to get him
Could you
on.
ever get him? Oh, you were gonna say what I was gonna ask. Like I was gonna say, could you ever get him on a stream? But
No, no, I've tried to get him on the local radio stations here. So.
could you ever, like, do you know him well enough to be like, hey, like, we're talking about music, come fucking stream with us? You think that would work?
Well, he's on tour right now, so I don't know. I mean, I could try.
That would be badass, really.
I mean, like I said, I can certainly ask.
Oh, and if you did it on your channel, Wolfshot, that'd get you a lot more subs, I bet. Like, your channel will grow, because you're still at, what, like 34, 35?
The thing, you know, the thing about it is I don't give a shit about subs. I do this because I think it's fun.
Dude, I just do want to see my channel grow. Like, I am monetized. I do want to see it grow. So, I do kind of care about subs.
I guess Cabbage just decided to say fuck it.
Well, what I was thinking is maybe we should just wrap it up and hang out in a private chat. What do you guys think? We only got 3 people.
All right, let's do that, dude.
So. All right, well, this is Mad Dodge Productions. I am the Mad Libertarian. Once again, Wolfshot's channel is
Wolfshot, and my Twitter is @FangsToFlesh.
And I'm pretty sure here soon MC's going to start his own channel. Well, I hope so, because we're supposed to do a collaboration. That's right, not collab, collaboration. That's how you pronounce it. So, MC, start your damn channel already. Anyway, guys, have a good night. We're just going to hang out in after party. Bye, guys.